Hello, it's Nikki. How are you doing? I hope you are well. So, carrying on from my little goal setting series, I want to give you some practical tools today and some things that you can work with and some visuals that you might want to play around with. And one of the things that I've really realized over the years is that I am such a visual person. But I have to pay attention and give the time and space to actually doing that. And so the word meditation, I know how useful it is, but for some reason I had a block around meditation, like, oh gosh, I don't, and this is probably exactly why I need it. I don't want to be with all my thoughts or the pressure, or I don't have time. All the excuses. And I've now changed that word to visualization. So I spoke a couple of episodes back about removing the daily grime. So, when you wake up in the morning sometimes and you just feel like you've got that film of like anxiety, or whether it's you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, or immediately your mind goes to all the things that you have to do, or you don't quite feel in yourself or in your body. I am looking at those very practical ways where I can clear that film off. And one of the things that I've been doing is visualization. And this is a tool that I know works for me. Again, this is the moment, isn't it, where we go, it works for me, so why am I not doing it? So what is that for you? What do you know works for you, but you're not doing? And I know I used to do it at drama school all of the time, and I really would be able to connect with my body. So at drama school, basically, I think the first year I spent lying on the floor because some of my friends were like, what do you do every day? I was like, well, we just breathe and we connect. But I've done so much of this work over the years, and visualization, the big picture thinking, the sense of releasing stuff, and all of that stuff. And again, as I'm saying this, you might be like, what is she talking about? But it might resonate with you, of pulling together feelings within your body and then making them into a shape and then releasing them. There's a lot of breath work, a lot of stretches. I do this on my run sometimes. So I might say, right, for the next song on my playlist, something that's bothering me, I'm really going to almost feel like I'm sweating it out, like it's being released, it's leaving my body. And that has really, really worked for me. So I've been really aware of what that entails and what I need to do within that. And so now as we go into the goals, what I want you to do is to take maybe the different areas of your head or the different thoughts or your feelings, and imagine some kind of slow cooker situation, or like a big Le Creuset pot, or I don't know, however you want to create your container, something that you can add to, maybe, and again, the way you visualize this might be very different, but whenever I'm doing this exercise, I'm thinking about bringing heat, I'm thinking about bringing warmth and color and vibrancy to this. So what I would do to make these goals practical is I would imagine that pot, and I would think about that container. And I would also really question what that container looks like. So if it's like a piddly little pot, sorry to use that word piddly, it's horrible, isn't it? I would already start to expand what it would be like. So it's almost, when I'm moving into this expansive situation, I'm almost imagining like a huge cauldron. Or, when you go to Spain and you see those massive paella, what are they, tins? No, pans, where you see it. I like to think about it in that way, almost like something's been supersized. So I would take one of my goals. So let me think about what I've been talking about. Okay, so say I wanted to make money every single day. I would think about what I would want to put in my pot first. And so these are the things that are working already. The things I know to be true, the old favorites, the floor fillers, oh yeah, every single time it works well. And so making money every day could be many different kind of topics or areas. So firstly, it could be making sure that I have something to sell, making sure that I'm marketing. So what has really worked well in the past? Also, then there could be other things that I need to add into the pot that are going to help me step into this goal, which is making sure that the limiting beliefs or the stories or the feelings that I have around this are in support of making the best possible solution. So I might be saying on one level, like, yeah, I want to make money every day. Yeah. So I'm going to show up every single day on Instagram, or I'm going to put something on LinkedIn, or I'm going to make a podcast, whatever it might be. I have to check in with my reality and my thoughts and my feelings around this, because if you'd asked me a couple of years ago, not now because I've cleared that, who am I to make money every day? Oh my goodness. Well, how would that impact on my life? Or what if I was making money on a Sunday? Or even though I'm not particularly religious, I might have gone, yeah, but when I used to go to Sunday school, like Sunday was the day of rest. Like there would be all these unconscious thoughts. So what I'm doing here is sometimes imagining that big slow cooker, that big pot, that big cauldron. I'm adding in the flavors that I know work, so the tried and tested situations. And then sometimes I'm adding in the limiting belief, but I'm knowing that I'm going to have to keep an eye on it. So, with onions, like onions are amazing sometimes when you've really slow cooked them, when you know that they're going to be the basis of this beautiful curry that you're going to make or whatever it might be. They're browned, but they're not too brown. They've got that bit of lovely fresh garlic, whatever it might be. But and that they're an essential part of the process. And this is why I'm talking about adding them into the pot as well. You need to put your limiting beliefs in there as well, because we don't want to get to a point where it's like, I'm completely fearless. I am walking through life and I'm not connected. I'm not empathetic. We are all living the human experience. But when you're adding them into your pot, you need to take care of them. You need to keep your eye on them. If you were cooking onions, you'd never just go, I don't know, people say 8 or 9 minutes to brown these onions. I'm just going to go and wander off. No, these onions do not like to be left alone. You have to keep stirring them. You have to keep watching just in case they catch. And that's what it's about with your goals, with your limiting beliefs, is making sure that you're paying attention to them when you're putting them into your pot. The final thing I want to ask is, what other new things do you need to add in? And maybe question what the timing of those are as well. So you might need to really adjust your time frame. And sometimes, for example, if make money every day was the goal, or increasing that income, maybe people just put big focuses on a particular time of the month, and then they get really burnt out or they feel too hectic. So it's about finding that rhythm and that process of what can holistically, the 360 holistically way of doing this, what can really add to this so it continues to bubble. So you're never at a point where you've just got an empty pot. You're always adding things, adding flavors, and then you can of course take things out. So you might find, and I've certainly found this over the years, is I have done something for a couple of years and then I need to change the way that I'm doing things. I need to look at things in a very different way. I need to take something out. I need to stop doing it. So definitely there was a point before the pandemic where people on the internet might have just been saying, just do it, just get on with it. And then the pandemic hit and then people were like, oh no, well, I can't obviously because I'm homeschooling, or I'm in isolation, or I'm caring for somebody. There was a different circumstance out there. So this is about really tuning in to what do you need, what needs to go in, what needs to come out, and really trusting that cooking process to get to your end result. So I hope that visual has helped. If you want to go and spend some time playing on Pinterest and Google some of these big cooking pots, absolutely do so. It's really good to have a visual, maybe stick it above your computer or something like that, or have it as a screensaver, and just think about what pot you need. And you can have one of these different pots when you're thinking, when you're visualizing for different areas of your life, and really go for this ideal solution here. Really think about what would be the most flavoursome, tasty version of this. All right, thank you so much for listening. As always, come and play over on my website. Grab one of the freebies, rate and review and subscribe to the podcast. Goal setting is great. Come and join your personal brand plan. I would love to support you this year. If you need accountability, if you need a cheerleader, if you need somebody to work through ideas, if you actually need to do the thing that you want to do, and maybe you've been trying and going round and round in circles, and actually this is the year where you need to do it, I'm here. So come and play. Read through the client love section as well on my website. See the kind of people that I'm working with. Any questions, email me hello@nikkiraby.com and let's have a conversation. And yeah, let's get started. All right, I'm sending you so much love. I'm blowing a kiss. And have a beautiful day, whatever you're doing. All right, see you later. Bye.